Hey there, I'm Terrie, and I'm the intuitive healer for folks who have anxiety and want to access their soul evolution and intuition. There's more than meets the eye here as we chat and hang out in these episodes that have spiritual, esoteric, multidimensional, somatic, quantum techniques, tools, and tips to help you get unstuck and move you forward in your day-to-day life. So join me in discovering your path to help you clear anxiety of the past, align your energy to the present, and create your new future. Well, hello there. Hey. How's your heart today? How are you guys doing? How is your heart? I like to ask that question because it's a pretty good assessment of what you might be experiencing in this now moment, what energetic frequencies, what emotions, what feelings, right? And being aware and having that awareness gives you the power to make a choice instead of being victimized by it. But you have to have the awareness first, right? You have to have that mindfulness, that awareness first of what it is that you're experiencing in any now moment. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? How are you responding, right? Those are actually all functions of the soul, of the higher soul, right? So you have a higher soul that pours part of itself, puts part of itself, implants part of itself, however you want to describe it, into a human container known as an earth suit, or we call them our bodies, right? In order for it to experience these things like thoughts, feelings, movements of the body, reactions, responses, right? So that it can have that experience. So the higher soul uses the earth suit as a vehicle, right? So you as the vehicle, as the human, you as the vehicle have the awareness of what your soul is experiencing in any now moment and using your body, right? Your human brain is a processor of energy, of light waves, right? And what is energy? They're just subatomic particles that behave a certain way. They move at a certain pace, fast, slow, medium, whatever, and in certain patterns or designs, right? So they'll form either into what's called a particle or a light wave. So that's what energy is. And your human brain processes that information, right, into human senses: sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch, yes? So when you have that awareness and you are, I always call it online to what's going on in any given now moment, meaning whatever's happening right here, right now, then you're what's called present, right? Because then you're only focusing on the now moment and you're aware of what energetic frequencies you are experiencing. So being mindful and aware is really useful, right? It is really useful. It makes you conscious. You are awake, right, into the now moment. And therefore, if there is a choice or decision that needs to be made, it's being made from the right viewpoint or the accurate perception of what's happening in the now moment, right? So that puts you into that observational witnesser kind of mode. It's so funny because all of a sudden I just had this vision of that show Fringe. I don't know if y'all watched it, or I don't know, some of you guys might be too young to have seen it. I don't know, but there was a really great show on Fox years ago called Fringe, and they would have these observers. Actually, that'd be a really, I feel like I want to give you guys this homework assignment. I'm going to try and find it myself. I want to watch it again now as someone who's older, more mature, wiser, and who has immense awareness of energetic frequencies and much more knowledge about spirituality. This show Fringe, from what I remember, man, it was years ago. It was a very multidimensional, interdimensional show, and they would have these observers that would just, or the witnessers, I can't remember what they called, and they would come down, and I really can't remember much right now. But that's the vision. That was the vision that I got when I was explaining all that to you. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, go ahead and watch it. Yeah, it's older. Okay. So like the quality may not be the best quality. Get over it, right? Your ego isn't that big, is it? That if something is not in pristine, crisp, clear HD, that you're going to really give yourself that opportunity to miss out on something really neat? No, I don't think so. Or I want to give you credit that that's not going to happen. But now that has definitely got me all riled up and excited. I want to go back and watch it. There were many, many seasons of it too. Really great cast too. Yeah. I totally lost track. What I was talking about earlier. Oh, being present. Yes. So a lot of this I call emotional time travel. So being really present in the now moment is when your higher soul has come online and is taking control of your human, right? Remember, the human identifies with physical reality, right? What's going on around you in the material world, right? That's the lower soul that is entangled with the human, and therefore the human thinks that whatever it processes through the brain energetically in those five senses, that is real and reality. Yes, that's true. I know in the spiritual community, there's a lot of saying, oh, everything's an illusion. No. The iPhone that I'm recording this podcast in is real. The bed or the couch you're sitting on or lying in is real. The car you drive is real. The carrot you're eating is real. All that stuff is real. That's not illusion. What they seem to forget to leave out is that your perception or your perspective of A, B, or C is the illusion, not the actual experience or object, right? You cannot dispute physical reality with a laptop or anything, that is, again, processed by the human brain as a human sense. But the perspective, the point of view, the perception, that is the illusion. Now, potential illusion, right? Because there is a right viewpoint, accurate perception, right? It's like Sergeant Joe Friday's situation, right? Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. So, this being human thing is very, very interesting. It's really hard. And when our soul actually takes charge of us and uses its divine power to regulate the movements of the body, the responses, the reactions, right? Because that's what divine power does. It's got the aspect of divine love to regulate emotions and feelings. Remember, emotion means energy in motion. And divine intelligence to regulate thoughts, well, then you're definitely in the present now moment. You're connected with your higher soul, which automatically connects you to the divine, right? And so you're really present. You're not emotionally time traveling to the past, which will cause depression, or emotionally time traveling to the future, which causes anxiety. So when I'm asking you, how's your heart today? I'm really asking you, like, how are you feeling in the now moment? Because again, the nature of energy is that it's always moving. It does not stop moving. It doesn't stay stagnant. Therefore, nothing is permanent, right? So therefore, that joy and elation and excitement and gratitude that you're experiencing is not permanent either, just because it feels good. And I would much rather experience those. But those frequencies, those energies, they move, they're fleeting, they go. Just like depression and guilt and shame and anger, rage, frustration, whatever. Those are energies too, and they move as well. So if in the now moment, your heart is feeling whatever it's feeling, it is temporary. But because we identify with what we think is real through our senses, and denser, heavier, slower moving energies are easier to be detected by the body, we think we are those emotions like depression or sadness or something like that, right? And that, I mean, obviously, if you have a chemical imbalance that's causing depression, I don't know that I would necessarily categorize it in this. I don't know. It's still energy, but there's chemicals in the body that are kind of being messed with, right? So, how is your heart today? How is your heart? If your heart is feeling amazing, well, guess what, Buttercup? It's not going to last. And if your heart is feeling crappy, guess what, Buttercup? It's not going to last, right? So it's the perception and the perspective that is the illusion of it. Yes, yes, yes. Of the experience. So I think I'm starting to get down into a rabbit hole here, so I should probably end for right now. However, it is important for you to be aware of how you are feeling in any now moment, and do your best to observe or witness or come from that right viewpoint and that accurate perception, which is actually a Buddhist virtue, by the way, so that you're not making a choice or a decision that will be disempowering, and you're actually making a choice or a decision that will be empowering. And therefore, you're not a victim, you're a victor. Yes, yes? All right, y'all. Listen, I'm really happy to be here with you. I'm really happy to be back in a different way, regenerated, rejuvenated as well. I'm finding myself inspired to want to be talking to you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. If you do like this podcast or what you're hearing, or if you're watching this on YouTube, because I do also post these onto YouTube, then please share this. I'd appreciate it. Let's build it up. The more people that become awake, which means perspectively and perception-y, I do make up my own language, perception-wise, then people can make the right choices and decisions that are really good for them, and they can ultimately feel better and be more helpful to other people instead of hurtful. Remember, hurt people, right? Healed people heal people. So if you're like what you're hearing, it resonates, it connects, please share this with those who you feel would resonate and connect with this too, because as they say, the more the merrier. And if you are listening to this, it does mean that there's a part of you that wants to help other people and also learn, right? All right, you guys, thanks for listening. I'm so happy to be here. Stay connected, and I'll see you on the flip side. Well, our time in this now moment together has ended, but another now moment is on its way. Thank you so much for joining me in this human journey and listening to this podcast, The Portal with Terrie Huberman. I sure hope you're getting something out of it. I'm here to help you clear anxiety from the past, align your energy into the present, and help you create your future. My prayer for you is to find the peace and calmness in any given now moment so you can recognize when blessings are afoot and you get to choose your next adventure. Be curious and stay connected. You can always find me at terriehuberman.com. Bye now.